Act 5, Scene 8, the last of our play. Macbeth has seen what's going on around him. The last of the people that he had fighting on his behalf, who really have loyalties elsewhere, have fled. And he brings up the Romans, that they would have fallen on their swords instead of being taken, but he doesn't want to give up either. Why should I play the Roman fool and die on mine own sword? Whiles I see lives the gashes do better upon them. Enter Macduff. Turn, hell-hound, turn! Of all men else I have avoided thee. But get thee back, my soul is too much charged with blood of thine already. So I really did not want to fight you, and now I feel guilty. I have enough blood on my hands of your family. I have no words. My voice is in my sword, thou bloodier villain than terms can give thee out. And they fight. Thou losest labour, and as easy mayest thou the entrenchant air with thy keen sword and presses make me bleed. Let fall thy blade on vulnerable crest. I bear a charmed life, which must not yield to one of woman born. So you can fight me all you want, Macduff, but I'm charmed. I will never fall against someone who's born of a woman. So stop trying. But Macduff has an answer he did not see coming. Despair thy charm, and let the angel whom thou still hast served tell thee, Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely ripped. So he wasn't born. He was born by C-section. Accursed be that tongue that tells me so, for it hath cowed my better part of man, and be these juggling fiends no more believed, that palter with us in a double sense, that keep the word of promise to our ear and break it to our hope. I'll not fight with thee. So he now understands that the equivocating witches have dealt double with him, and he has been a fool. Then yield thee, coward, and live to be the show and gaze of the time. We'll have thee as our rarer monsters are, painted upon a pole, and under writ, here may you see the tyrant. I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet, and to be baited with the rabble's curse. So he is not going to be someone tied to a pole for all the people to make fun of and throw tomatoes at, and worse, he is not going to be in the public eye as he is made fun of and ridiculed and tortured. And he's also not going to kneel at Malcolm's feet. Though Birnam would be come to Dunsinane, and thou opposed being of no woman born, yet I will try the last. Before my body I throw my warlike shield. Lay on, Macduff, and damned be him that first cries, hold, enough. They do fight. They re-enter fighting. Macbeth is slain. And now we've got another part. Malcolm is with the other thanes and his uncle. I would the friends we miss were safe arrived. Some must go off, and yet by these I see so great a day as this is cheaply bought. So even though there are people who have died and Scotland is in chaos, they are victorious. Macduff is missing, and your noble son. And they have news for Seward about his son. Your son, my lord, has paid a soldier's debt. He only lived but till he was a man, the which no sooner had his prowess confirmed in the unshrinking station where he fought, but like a man he died. Then he is dead, aye, and brought off the field. Your cause of sorrow must not be measured by his worth, for then it hath no end. So they're paying great respects to this young Seward. Had he his hurts before, meaning on the front, meaning that he was fighting face on with whoever did him in, aye, on the front. Why then, God's soldier be he. Had I as many sons as I have hairs, I would not wish them to a fairer death. And so his knell is knolled. He's worth more sorrow, and that I'll spend for him. He's worth no more. And so they're both spending a lot of their words being gracious and kind and respecting young Seward. He fought bravely. They say he parted well and paid his score, and so God be with him. Here comes newer comfort, and enter Macduff with Macbeth's head. Hail, king, for so thou art! Behold where stands the usurper's cursed head. The time is free. I see thee compassed with thy kingdom's pearl, that speak my salutation in their minds, whose voices I desire aloud with mine. Hail, King of Scotland! Hail, King of Scotland! Says all. And there was great flourish and fanfare, and there would have been the trumpets playing, and congratulations and triumph. And Malcolm gets to speak now to end the play. We shall not spend large expense of time before we reckon with your several loves and make us even with you. So he took on the royal we pretty quick. My thanes and kinsmen henceforth be earls, the first that ever Scotland in such an honour named. What's more to do, which would be planted newly with the time, as calling home our exiled friends abroad that fled the snares of watchful tyranny, producing forth the cruel ministers of this dead butcher and his fiend-like queen, who, as it thought by self and violent hands, took off her life. This, and what needful else that calls upon us, by the grace of God, we will perform in measure, time, and place. So thanks to all at once, and to each one, whom we invite to see us crowned at Scone. So they will make good to all who have been loyal and have sacrificed for the good of Scotland. Those who have fought these brave thanes and the kinsmen will become earls. They didn't have earls in Scotland at the time, so he will raise them up again, promoting them for their bravery, and all is well.